Alright, guys. Alright, how's it going, guys? It's Monday, start of a new week. So last Friday was a very tiring trading day. If you saw my recap last Friday, you know I was down like 1,600 and then miraculously flipped the day green. So I said that on Monday I wanted to take share size down and just trade more simply, wait for better setups, and I kind of did that and I kind of didn't. You'll see. Today was interesting, and anyway, really I only traded AMC and Baidu. Tesla I had a trade on and then stopped out or I just cut it at break even because I didn't really like it anymore. And then HGen I tried once. HGen did move around a lot today. It had a nice move from below 20 to 29. I did try it. I think here I actually went long, I think, and then I just ended up cutting the position. Oh, it's glitched out. I don't know what this is. This is wrong. What is it doing? There we go. There's my one trade. So I actually had a good entry on it, but and I entered on this candle right as it opened, and then it came down, and I thought it was actually had a good chance of breaking through here, and it's a smaller cap stock, and I get nervous on these ones. It was only 100 shares, so I definitely should have held it. This was just bad, but I didn't really care to be in this trade. I just kind of wanted to catch a bounce, but it seemed weak at that point. But anyway, it did continue up to 28. That would have been actually a really nice trade, and then up here to over 29. So a good entry there, but I just got kind of shaken out and didn't. I actually took a loss on it, 26 bucks. I don't even know how that's possible. Anyway, let's get to the real trades here. So I think AMC might have been actually my first trade. Not entirely sure, but I bought 1,000 shares of it kind of into this dip. And we got a decent move on this into the 70s. I was able to take some profit there, but then I had a really bad exit here at 54 as it came down. I got out right here, and then it saw bounce back up to 66. It did continue lower and had kind of another move here, but anyway, got out of this one in the green, 160 bucks. So a decent long spot there, and that's a good trade. So no worries on that. And then Baidu. So Baidu, you guys know if you saw my recap last Friday, man, this is my biggest trade ever in day trading. This was my biggest trade ever, and I talked a lot about that trade and how it was good and how it was bad last Friday. Because I'm certainly not. I don't feel the most proud of it, even though P&L wise, this was a $2,000 or $1,800 trade, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, I talked about that one last Friday. But anyway, the point is that on Friday, it closed with this super bullish candle here, and I knew on Monday it would be one to watch just because it's had really insane volume and has been moving around a lot. So those are the type of stocks I like to trade. Right off the bat, letting it kind of shake out. I tried a long here on this dip. Just the chance that this could be a bottom and it could come up through here again. But I ended up, I did a good job stopping out on this one. I was in the money on this very briefly, and then it came down here, and I stopped out of it below 205, 204.98. So got out of that one. Really a good exit there, and then it would continue lower. And then I tried a long on it here because I saw this candle come up and this candle start to continue, so I went long, but then this candle closed red, came down, my stops at the low, and then I actually was up on this trade as it came up through here. I thought, oh, this is it. It looks like it's curling up, looks like it's gaining some strength, and that's exactly what I was looking for, right, is that because it finished so strong on Friday, it's gapping up today, so I wanted the pullback and then continuation higher. So I wanted that curling action you can see on the 5-minute chart. Nice strong push here. Consolidation continuing higher, and then I wanted that. I saw it was dipping, so I knew it was dipping, and then I went long here in this area for that curl back up to maybe flip green on the day, or at least recover somewhat. Anyway, so I was up on it here as it came into VWAP, but then it just got rejected. And and I got wicked out right here as we came down below 198 was my stop from this low. It wicked down and I got stopped out, and then it instantly got bought back up and came up here to almost my entry price, but regardless, it would end up crashing back down to 195 there, popping straight back up. And then I said, okay, it's popping up, and I'm gonna go long on try this again, because I think that if the market gains any strength, this looks like it's not really breaking down. This was the spot where it should have continued lower, and then here too, but it's getting bought back up. So I'm gonna go long, and again, I really want that curl back up. That's really what I was looking for. And certainly there were stronger stocks in this. This looks weak, so it's not maybe a great one to go long. But anyway, I went long on it. Again, 198 was going to be my stop, so I put my stop at 179.99, 197.99. So that's below all of these lows here. And you can see, as you can see, what's the low of this candle? The low of this candle is 198, and I had a hard stop at 197.99. So I was 1 cent away from getting stopped out, literally, of this trade. But it held. I thought for sure I was going to get stopped out, just how close it came. And then I held all through here. I was up on the trade nicely. It comes all the way back down, rejected on VWAP again. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to get stopped out. It's coming down, pops back up, comes down again. Look at this. Low 198, low 198. So both these candles here, the low is 198. Right here, the low 198 again. So 3 candles here where I was 1 cent away, and then over here too. So that's 4 total candles where I was 1 cent away from getting stopped out. It looked extremely weak as it was trying to bounce here, getting slammed back down. I thought for sure I was going to be out of this trade. But then a nice push here, and finally up through VWAP. And as we consolidate VWAP here, I'm careful to not take my profits, because I like how wick down, bought back up, wick down, bought back up, wick down, bought back. It looks strong here. VWAP holding a support, and then as we get this push back up, now I'm starting to take my first profits on this. So I'm holding only 70 shares, and then as it comes up here, taking more. I'm only holding 60, 50, 40. So then I'm only holding 40 shares left here, but then it starts to break down, and I actually end up stopping out. I put my stop below these lows here, and as we do come down below that, I get stopped out here at 202.60. So up here, I was up on the day 500 bucks. After these 2 trades where I had to stop out, I was down on this stock 260 bucks or so. And then up here at this high, being up on this trade, and with double the share size of my last 2 trades, I was up on the day 500, over 500 as it was coming up through here, and I really liked it to move higher. I was wanting that curl back up through to make a new high here, but we didn't get that. It broke back down, and I ended up stopping out, so I didn't get everything out of it. And I tried it again long here, as I thought it was kind of bouncing, creating this bottoming, basing out, and maybe looking to continue, but we didn't get that, so I stopped out again and took about another $30, $40 loss on this trade and just called it quits on the day. So I was up at one point, I was down at one point 300 on the day, and then up at one point 500 on the day. So it was like an $800 swing, so pretty good. But then ultimately I'm walking away with 277, so somewhere kind of in the middle. So anyway, it was definitely a solid day today. I was red for most of the day, and then this one trade kind of put me green, and so yeah, that's kind of it. 277 on the day, so I'm happy to be green and just, you know, just chipping away, small green day, and just glad to not be replicating whatever happened to me last Friday, which was hectic and stressful. So I'll be back at it tomorrow and try to kind of continue to trade cautiously and carefully, and try to trade well. And I hope you guys trade well too. If you have any questions, Discord link is in the description as always. You can ask me questions there. And yeah, if you thought this was helpful, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I do these recaps every day, 5:40 Eastern time. And yeah, I'll see you guys for that tomorrow.